Great to be back here again on the show. This is the Thursday night edition of Sports Tonight. I'm Yemi Adebayo. Well, it feels good to be here. There's a lot to talk about. We're going to take you on a trip across the money-spinning world of sport. There's a lot happening as we speak. The FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup currently going on. Ghana just crashed out of it. We'll be talking about that for you on the show. Well, it's Thursday, as you know. We'll go to the courts tonight. We'll give you basketball, a lot of basketball on the show. I have some special guests in the house to do a post-mortem of the Olympics, talk about the growth of the game in Nigeria. We'll be doing all that for you on the show tonight. We'll also try to cross over to Washington. Our friend Sonny Young will be waiting to discuss what's going on in that side of the world when we'll link up to him. But let me just quickly pause a little and tell you that you can be a part of everything that we're doing. Just in case you're joining us for the first time, this is how you can be a part of everything we're doing here on the show tonight. You can get across to us on Facebook. It is Channels-Sports. You can also do that on Twitter. It is at Channels_Sports. It gets better because you can read all our top stories on www.channelstv.com. You can view all our top stories on youtube.com/channelsweb. You can also, if you have, if what you have is an iPad, iPhone, and BlackBerry, just go to channelstv.com, follow the prompts, and you will be viewing us live. Take it a step further, download the Channels TV app for your Android, iOS, and your Windows from their respective stores, all in a bid to carry Channels Television with you anywhere you go. We always tell you that we're global, we are international, we are everywhere. You have no reason to miss out on what we have to offer right here at Channels Television. All right, let me quickly introduce my partners that start up the show with me tonight. The guys in the studio, special guests, need little or no introduction, but I'll do that all the same. Sitting right next to me, Babs Ogunade, the chairman, Lagos State Basketball Association. It's nice having you here with us tonight.
It's nice to be here.
Yeah, and the man on the other side, a lot of you know him. I have the pleasure of having Ayo Bakari, former D Tiger. I mean, he's a man that wears a cap that has many feathers. But let's just stick with D Tigers, that you all know, former D Tigers coach. Nice to have you around as well.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure.
Okay, well, the Olympics has taught us a lesson that you can't win medals by just wishing to win it. You have to prepare, you have to plan. And that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to do a post-mortem, identify the problem, look at ways to ensure that we have a structured plan that ensures that we have a good chance of doing well in basketball, not just wishing to win medals. Guys, I have to come with you. Maybe I should just start with the coach. And we are in a stage, it looks like we are stuck in the growth of basketball. It looks, the game is growing, but there's a level that it looks we've gotten to that level, and to just punch above our weight and get past it, it just, I may be wrong, but that's my opinion. You know, it looks like we're just stuck at some level.
Well, your assessment is not far from the truth. You know, unfortunately, many people equate growth in our basketball to do well at the senior national team level. You know, which is, you know, good.
Good in its right, but
yes, we've
not
won
everything.
The AfroBasket for the first time, highly commendable. You know, and we had a not so shabby performance, even though we didn't win more than one game at the Olympics. You know, but there's a lot more to basketball than that.
Yeah.
You know, there are several things that we have to take away from the Olympics and ask ourselves: how many homegrown players participated in that?
Yeah.
How many born and bred Nigerians participated? You know, these are all questions we need to ask. You know, where are we going from here? You know, and part of the program, part of the things we are talking about tonight are how to go back and plan for the next couple of Olympics down the road.
All right, let me quickly get, I don't know if you feel the same way about it, or probably any difference of opinion as to why it seems we're stuck.
No, I do. I mean, it's clearly, I mean, the disconnect between what we have at the Olympics and the feedback we have at home. Ideally, there should be a conveyor belt of players who will really step into the shoes of the aging or growing players, but that we don't have. I mean, yes, we've had. We have an Olympic team, but beyond that, I mean, how has it affected the growth at home?
Here.
At home, yes. So there's a disconnect, and that is what we are trying to put right.
All right, let's get straight to it. Once we've identified the problem, I know that Lagos State is putting up a fantastic initiative to ensure that things turn around. We don't just sit down and wish for to do well, but that we're able to grow the game. Coach, let me quickly come to you. Let's talk about that plan, that initiative that is on board now, and the steps to get those things right and ensure. I mean, I'm still going to come to Babs, but let me just probably start. Okay, let's move on. Maybe I'll get your own thoughts, association perspective to the growth of the game.
Yes, the plan, as is to start the above the rim program. Now, it's a 4-day program. Now, the essence of all of this is to begin to actually teach the coaches or the trainers that will train the kids. Now, the catchment area is between, late primary, early secondary. So, that's the catchment area. So, what we need to do is train the coaches that will train these kids. I'm looking about 3,000 of them.
The coaches?
No, the kids.
Okay.
But first, train the trainers. That is, train them, certify them, make sure that they are the ones who will teach these little kids from grassroots. Teach them, and straight from there, then we know that we are on a good platform. Then we can begin to grow that. Now the follow-up is to have a 24 camp program early next year, where we have about between 3,000 to 5,000 kids in those catchment areas. I want to grow them. Of course, to begin to prepare them for the follow-up Olympics as we grow. Okay.
Coach, let me come to you. What do you think will be the impact? I'm already loving this idea because the kind of coaching that you get always reflects in how you play and how your team does well. So what impact do you think an initiative like this, not even talking about the kids, the coaches, the kind of impact it will have on the growth of the game here in Nigeria?
Well, thank you very much. There's very little I've been excited about as much as I'm excited about this program, because this is the first one. Nobody has gone this, backward. To try to say, look, let's start from
let's
the very
fix
beginning.
It from
you can't give what you don't have. You understand me? And so when we talk grassroots beginnings and everything, this is the first time somebody is actually taking a look and saying, where should we be starting from? So when you teach the trainers themselves, it's going to have a tremendous impact. First, you are looking at a younger generation of coaches. You are looking at them being schoolmasters, being sports masters in schools, and so on and so forth. You're looking at them spread across the spectrum of grassroots as we truly define it. Okay. Now, when they impact those kids at that level and that early on, if you bear in mind that it takes like 8 years to produce an Olympic athlete, to even begin to, we're on the right path, and I think it's going to have a tremendous impact. Many of the kids you see in those programs early next year, many of the coaches you see, you are going to recognize their faces at the at the next couple of Olympics, because that's where they'll get a lot of their momentum from.
Okay, that's good. But let's talk about the resource personnel, those who will be in charge of the training. Are we bringing, are they going to be Nigerians? Are we bringing people from abroad? Coach, maybe you just answer that. Because we're looking at the aspect of coaching before we even talk about this selection criteria for the kids that will be involved in the program. The coaches, what diet are they going to receive from who? Are they Nigerians? Are we going to take them from abroad? Are they people here?
Right. This is especially where this program excels. It's a long drawn-out program. It's not a one-off or one-day own. We're going to start in phases. Renowned resource persons are going to start off the program.
Yeah.
Most of them Nigerians. There are plans to bring in foreigners and so on at the appropriate time.
Okay.
But you know, at the fundamental level, which is starting with the first 4-day program, you know, we're going to use mostly resource personnel around within Nigeria, and then build on that. And it's like when you go to school, you know, your first grade teachers, you know, are a certain level.
Yeah.
Then your next grade teachers are a certain level. So
the higher you go.
Yes, the higher you go, the higher the level of resource personnel. But the resource personnel list is truly amazing. You know, the chairman will, you know, can read out some names to you, and it covers the broad spectrum. It's not about basketball alone. Game masters across the broad spectrum of sports.
All right. Let's talk about the people that will benefit from this selection criteria, how they have been carried along, so that they can see that this is indeed for their benefit.
Now, like I told you, the catchment area is late primary to early secondary. But I mean, beyond the kids, we have a new infusion of coaches, young coaches who, like the coach here said, that you recognize in the next couple of Olympics. What we want to do for them is, now we're going to certify them. Now, the course content is amazing. Talking sports psychology, sports philosophy, psychology of coaching, rudiments and of basketball, and even the rules of the game. So I mean, it cuts across a broad spectrum of lectures, and we certify them from distinction to merit to pass, of course to fail, of course.
Yeah, it's understandable.
You know, so I mean, we'll do that. And but see, the essence of all of this is to actually make sure that they are well certified to even begin to impact on the kids. You know, that's the essence of the whole thing. To make sure that they actually impact properly. Because I mean, like, these kids, at those formative years, they need to be taught properly. Yeah. And once they get it wrong from then,
they probably lose interest.
Yes.
Let's talk about interest. I hope you'll be offended. Basketball doesn't come close to football in terms of interest. But you know, what can be done? You know, to a lot of people, what is happening to football is happening to other sports. People tend to want to watch just what they see overseas. But how do we stimulate the interest? It's one thing to have a good plan to develop the game. It's another thing for the people that will benefit to even know that it's really for them.
Well, thank you. Let me quickly correct you. Basketball is the fastest growing sport in the world and has been for a long time now, for a few years back now. Football is the most popular sport, but basketball is the fastest growing sport. What makes it the fastest growing sport is because of the fact that this interest you're talking about is stimulated, you know, by the very nature of the game. It's fast-paced, it has a lot of action, you know, and that creates a lot of momentum for the game itself. There's a lot of information and promotion about what we're doing. You know, coaches are aware, and we're taking a lot of time to try to get the program across to them. All
right. Let's go to a quick break. I'm enjoying the discussion. I'm very sure you're doing that as well. So we'll go for a quick break, and we're back for more on Sports Tonight.